So after I graduated, there's a transition period before you move and change institutions. I took a job in that interim as a tier tender. And there are 4 tiers, A, B, C, and D. It's roughly 30 sales on each tier, on each side. And what you do is you bring guys toilet paper, you bring the phones to them, you bring them, you bring their food around, you mop the tiers and all that. So I had a guy who would consistently pick at me, you know. Oh, you a college graduate, but you did all that schoolwork, but you mopping floors. Like, ooh, this and that, this and that, this and that. So what I did is, while hearing what he was saying, I looked at what was under his words and took it as an opportunity to tell him how the program was for me. So I talked to him about it, you know what I mean? Going in, letting him know that, you know, the moment you go into the class, you're not even in prison anymore, you're in college. You know, let him know that you're talked to as a man and you had the ability to learn so much. And he received that. Even though he cracked his jokes, he received that. However, at the same time, it was that note that, hey, yo, you went beneath the surface. You had the opportunity to communicate effectively with a person without there being drama, without there being any hostility. And you took a situation where you were being picked on and then you used it to offer a little bit of information, education. God gave me the words to be able to say something that not only caught his ear, but changed the way he reacted to me and responded to me. I got out in November last year, and I communicate with so many of my brothers who are locked up. My entire class has my phone number. They call me. So one of the brothers called me 2 days ago, and he says, man, guess who here? I'm like, who? And he says the name. I'm like, who you talking about? And he like, dude, he's messaging on the tier when you was mopping. I'm like, oh man, get out of here, man. He's like, yeah, man, he here. I'm like, what he doing? He going to the program? He says, no, but he talks about it. So I make a joke, oh man, well tell him I'm still mopping floors. You know, 3 years ago, me and this guy have a conversation about me being on this here mopping after getting my college degree. And now he's over at Fox Lake, the place where the program is, thinking about going in to get his college degree. So maybe a seed was planted because I didn't give him anger when, you know, he was given the picking. Maybe over the last 3 years, he wondered why I didn't respond and said, man, why dude tell me about the program instead of snapping out? You know, maybe he wondered like what that change was, and now he in that position. Without you guys, I wouldn't have gained the emotional maturity to be able to look past the ragging. I wouldn't have been articulate enough to express to him actually what he may have needed to hear in that moment. Wouldn't have been able to have that connection with God to receive the words the Spirit give you in order for you to feed somebody what they need. So we don't know what our impact really would be sometime. And now we talking about 3 years after that fact, where we can have a conversation about a guy who's in a position to take a program that he was ragging on. Come on, man.